Artificial intelligence has the potential to completely change our lives, but to understand it, we need to go back in time. This is known as a difference engine. It's widely recognized as one of the original computers, built by Charles Babbage. What's important to note about this is how different computers are today. In the past, they were built to complete a specific task, but today, computers do everything. But here's the thing, computers can't think like humans, or at least until recently.
Google Deep Dream is a strange computer program that outputs kind of psychedelic, trippy images.
Deep Dream is one of the more recent tools Google is using to identify photos and what the photos are actually made of. Initially, it seems like it should be really easy to identify a photo, but if you think of it like a computer does, it's a huge problem. Computers need a really clear set of rules. So on this photo, if we made our own rules, we could take the ears and then the head and then the body there. We're done, right? Not quite, because if we try to apply these rules to other photos, they won't match. This is where AI comes in. Artificial intelligence is able to pick up the nuanced details just like a human would. It builds a better understanding of what it's looking at by finding patterns. But AI can do a whole lot more than just looking at dogs. An artificial intelligence neural net actually created all of the music in this segment. Many people don't know that voice assistants like Siri and Google Assistant use artificial intelligence in the form of deep neural networks. We reached out to Jared Zimmerman at Google to learn more.
I'm Jared Zimmerman. I run the conversation design team at Google for the Google Assistant. So yeah, my team at Google is responsible for designing the functionality and the language structures for the Google Assistant. So we not only work with product teams and engineering teams to design kind of what the assistant can do, but we also design how it sounds, literally like how the voice sounds.
Okay, do you want to save this?
The phrases that it uses, the way that it asks you questions, clarifying questions, the way it moves you through an action. We want to be more and more proactive. We want to think, a lot of the folks on the team actually have interviewed people like actual human personal assistants and concierges and say the best assistant knows what you want before you know you need to ask for it. So with the Google Assistant, let's say your flight is delayed, you're traveling to another city, and you had a dinner reservation with a friend who wants to go. So let's say you're on a flight that doesn't have Wi-Fi. So your assistant knows that your flight is delayed, so it knows what flight you're on. The assistant knows the new arrival time of your flight. It knows that there is a conflict now because your arrival time is later than your dinner reservation. So we think that at some point in the future, there'll be enough trust with the assistant that you could give it permission to act on your behalf to do things like contact the person you're having dinner with, confirm if a later dinner date is okay. If it is, contact the restaurant, see if it can actually make a later appointment for you. Alert your car rental service. All these things that are kind of a real assistant would do on your behalf because you have a lot of trust and understanding about your kind of goals. Your goal is to get dinner with this person and arrive and have a vehicle when you arrive.
Thanks to engineers and designers, we'll be seeing a lot more devices that are able to understand what we mean.